Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Spring 2018 Georgia Tech graduates. students, please rise for the faculty processional.
Well, good afternoon and welcome. Would the audience please rise for the singing of the National Anthem, which will be sung by the Georgia Tech Glee Club.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Well, good afternoon. In addition to the students that are preparing for military service, I'd like for us to take a moment to recognize the veterans and active service members that are with us today in the audience. If you have served or are currently serving in any branch of the U.S. military, please rise and be recognized. Thank you for your service. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Ms. Jessica Gerber, a candidate for the Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies, who will give the reflection. Jessica? Go Gerby, go Gerby.
At the end of an exhausting day one of orientation, I found myself walking toward the campanile, wondering how on earth I had convinced myself that I could make it as a student at Georgia Tech. Catching a breath in my panic, I paused to look around at the campus at night. The Einstein statue that now smiles friendly toward the Van Leer building's construction had not yet been installed. There were no hammocks swinging along Skiles' walkway. Tiny grass was not yet dreaming in the fenced-off cradle of Tech Green, and the books in the library had not yet left their shelves to make their move to cyberspace. In that moment of searching and doubt, of trying to find my place on a campus that did not yet feel like home, a light caught the corner of my eye, the orange light of the Pencil Building. Although I wouldn't learn the nickname of Atlanta's tallest skyscraper until a few weeks later, it was standing in its shadow that I thought maybe, just maybe, the hard work I knew was ahead might be worth it. Over the years, the Pencil Building has come to represent all the dreams I brought with me that sweltering August day when I managed to fit 2 cars full of personal belongings into Fitton Hall. The wonderful thing about Georgia Tech is that no matter what college we were part of when we entered, we all came to Tech brimming with the highest of aspirations. We came to the Institute equipped with hopes and passions and with the knowledge that there was a lot to learn before we could get on our way with launching rockets into space, or building sustainable cities, or orchestrating unprecedented growth in ROI. Before we could get on our way with dreams bigger than the Pencil Building, we needed to put pencil to paper. We needed to spend some time growing in the shadow of our very own Tech Tower. And for the last few years, that is exactly what the class of 2018 has done. We have the rat caps to prove it. We have the stained lab coats to prove it. We have the dead laptops that just could not survive the MATLAB download to prove it. We have the change of major forms to prove it and the caffeine addictions to prove it too. We have the patents to prove it, the startup revenues to prove it, the relationships with legislators to prove it, and today, in the shadow of Tech Tower, we will have the degrees to prove it. But before you start running after your Pencil Building-sized dreams, take one last hike up Freshman Hill, stroll along historic Cherry Street, and recall who you were on your first day of orientation. Then celebrate. Celebrate the phenomenal person that you and I and all of us have become in the shadow of Tech Tower. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Jessica, and good luck.
Thank you, brother.
Way to go, Gerby. Graduates, members of the faculty and staff, distinguished guests, families, and friends, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 255th commencement exercises here at the Georgia Institute of Technology. During this weekend's commencement exercises, we will recognize all of the spring graduates, including the 1,550 recipients of graduate degrees from yesterday's commencement ceremonies to the 2,120 undergraduate degrees we're awarding this morning and this afternoon. As is the case for the success of our institute, success in life is seldom a one-person effort. As we celebrate the successful conclusion of one chapter of your lifelong education, it's important to acknowledge that you have not done it alone. With us today are many families and friends and colleagues whose love and support have helped to make this day possible. I'd ask the graduates to stand up, find your supporters, point to them, and say thank you. Go ahead. For some of our visitors that are here today, this is not your first Georgia Tech commencement ceremony. If you're the parent of more than one proud Georgia Tech graduate, or if you're a Georgia Tech alumnus yourself, please stand, wave, and be recognized. In addition, with us are faculty members who've guided and mentored these students, sharing with them their time, their wisdom, and their expertise in order to help each and every one of them achieve this milestone and reach their fullest potential. Would the members of the faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you. While I could stand here and try to tell you how much your presence means to the graduates today, I think it would mean more coming from them.
Hey guys, class of 2018, I want to say thanks to my mom and dad, and then thanks to my family and friends, and thanks for showing up today.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, so much for sending me here at Georgia Tech. I can't believe I finally made it out. It's been a wonderful trip of 5 years. Shout out to Professor Yoda for really pulling me along with your fluid dynamics class. I don't think I would have been the engineer I am now without having to interact with you. Thank you so much.
I would love to thank all my friends for making Georgia Tech such a wonderful experience for me, and my family for supporting me throughout my journey here at Tech.
Hey, Mom and Dad, thanks for everything. Go Jackets.
Thanks, Mom and Dad, Jade, Justice, Jakari. I wanted to also thank my grandparents, everyone that helped with the long nights, early mornings that got me here.
Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for your love and support, and go Jackets!
At this time, I'd like to introduce several members of the stage party, and I'd ask that you hold your applause as they stand when I call their names, and wait until I've finished introducing all of them to applaud. First, Dr. Seth Martyr, Georgia Tech's 2018 Distinguished Professor and today's Mace Bearer. Good, good. Dr. Colin Potts, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education. Dr. Bonnie Ferry, Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Faculty Development. Mr. Dean Sheehan, Vice President for Government and Community Relations. Mr. John Stein, Vice President for Student Life and Dean of Students. Ms. Isabella Marquis de Castilla, Senior Associate Dean of the Libraries. Dr. Stephen Harmon, Associate Dean, Professional Education. Dr. Stephen Gerardo, Associate Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education. Dr. Roberta Berry, Director of the Georgia Tech Honors Program. Dr. Michelle Touye, representing the Center for Career Discovery and Development. And Ms. Rita Pikowski, Registrar. Thank you. This is a momentous day for you as graduates and for your family and friends who are here sharing in the celebration of your accomplishments. You've worked very hard to earn your degree from one of the best institutions in the nation, and in many disciplines, one of the best in the world. Georgia Tech faculty are engaged in research in more than 100 countries. The Institute has global centers in Costa Rica, in Panama, in Singapore, and a joint campus that we recently established in Shenzhen, China. For more than 25 years, Georgia Tech has had a campus in Lorraine, France. And during that time, more than 7,500 students from Georgia Tech here in Atlanta have spent a semester or more in Lorraine at our campus. Georgia Tech students study and intern in more than 72 countries. And 52% of our graduates participate in some sort of meaningful international experience through either study abroad or an international internship. A fourth of you have participated in cooperative education, and 67% have had at least one internship. While it's not required, 47% have taken a foreign language, the most common, Mandarin Chinese. Based on statistics from our commencement participants, 86% of you have already been offered a job, and 76% have accepted one. The median starting salary is in excess of $70,000, and in some fields, even higher. You can clap for that. When thinking about your many accomplishments, I'm reminded that all of you have been touched in one way or another by the investment of our alumni and supporters. Scholarships, fellowships, faculty chairs, and yes, even facilities which create ongoing construction on campus. For that, we're enormously grateful. Here at Georgia Tech, we pride ourselves on being trailblazers who drive real-world change by embracing challenges, thinking critically, and developing innovative solutions to some of the world's most pressing problems. We continue to work towards our goal of making a Georgia Tech education within the reach of every qualified Georgia resident, regardless of family income. We're proud to say that among our graduates today are 22 G. Wayne Clough Georgia Tech Promise Program scholars. Because of the generosity of our alumni and the Tech Promise Program, qualified residents of the state of Georgia with the greatest financial need are able to earn a Georgia Tech degree debt-free. Through their hard work and Georgia Tech's commitment, not only will their lives be changed, but also those of their families for generations to come. Your Georgia Tech education is designed to prepare you to work collaboratively, to identify challenges and create solutions, and to be leaders in business, industry, government, and the communities in which you will live and work. Georgia Tech is in the business of creating the next idea, the next technology, and the next innovators and entrepreneurs. We're empowering the next generation of scientists, engineers, businessmen and women, architects, and so many others, engendering in each of them the passion and skills they'll need to design our future. You, as graduates, will be forever linked to this great institution and us to you, and we're expecting great things from each and every one of you. We're very fortunate to have with us this afternoon as our commencement speaker, Ms. Keisha Lance Bottoms, the 60th mayor of the city of Atlanta. Only the second woman to be elected to Atlanta's highest office, Mayor Bottoms was designated a woman to watch in 2018 by Viacom's BET network. She's also been profiled by Atlanta Magazine, Ebony Magazine, and Politico Magazine, where she was named, quote, the most prominent black female executive in the South and one of the very few in the entire country, end quote. Mayor Bottoms previously served as a lawyer, judge, and city council member and executive director of the Atlanta Fulton County Recreation Authority, where she spearheaded the sale and $350 million planned redevelopment of Turner Field, formerly home to the 1996 Summer Olympic Games and Major League Baseball's Atlanta Braves. A product of the Atlanta public school system, Mayor Bottoms graduated from Frederick Douglass High School and received her undergraduate degree from Florida A&M University. She earned her Juris Doctorate from Georgia State University's College of Law. Mayor Bottoms is a member of the State Bar of Georgia, the Atlanta chapter of Jack and Jill of America, the Dogwood City chapter of the Lynx Incorporated, and Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. She's also served on the board of Families First, where she shares her personal story of adoption and advocates on behalf of adoption and foster care. Mayor Bottoms resides in Southwest Atlanta with her husband, Derek W. Bottoms, and their 4 children, Lance, Langston, Lennox, and Lincoln. Please join me in welcoming Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms.
I have to remember to add that our dog's name is Logan. Well, thank you, Dr. Peterson, and to all of you all. It is such a pleasure to be here. And as I came in today, I was reminded that God does indeed dream dreams bigger for us than we can dream for ourselves. I shared with Dr. Peterson the last time I was here to see President Obama. And lo and behold, I'm here as the 60th mayor. Who could have imagined that? I did my first commencement speech on yesterday in Nashville, Tennessee, and I don't know if it will go down as the best commencement speech ever, but I do think it will go down as one that's the most appreciated because it was 6 minutes and 18 seconds long. So I understand that there's a little wager going on as to how long graduation will last. I want to make sure I get a portion of that when I'm done with this speech. But I've always had a very personal fascination with Georgia Tech, and it goes back to 1980-something. It was probably before most of you all were born, and also when Georgia Tech had a really, really good basketball team. And I would watch basketball all day long. My mom owned a hair salon. If I didn't get up on Saturday mornings early enough to go to the shop with her, then I was stuck at home, and on TV all day was basketball. So I was completely obsessed with Georgia Tech basketball, and one player in particular, I'm not going to call his name today. But I had a high school basketball coach who would indulge me and listen to me talk about all of the fascinating things that I knew about Georgia Tech basketball. And I talked about Georgia Tech basketball so much that one day he said to me, if I could get this particular player to come up to Frederick Douglass High School, my C would magically become an A. And I'm sure the statute of limitations has now run, so I can share that with you. So every day after school, I came to the Georgia Tech campus, and I searched for this basketball player. Some might say I was a stalker. I would like to say that I was focused. And every day, I would ask if anyone had seen him. And I met him one day, and he told me no, he would not come to my school. But I saw another player on the team, and he said, sure, I'll come. And so I brought him to Frederick Douglass High School. Everyone was stunned, including my teacher, and I got an A in the class. So I share this story with you to just share a few lessons that I learned in my pursuit of what I wanted most at 16, and that was to have a Georgia Tech basketball player come to my school. First lesson I learned can be summed up by a quote from Nelson Mandela: "It always seems impossible until it's done." I know that many of you all are experiencing that feeling today. It probably seemed impossible when you got to the campus of Georgia Tech, but here you are today. So congratulations to you. The other lesson I learned was one that my father taught me. What's the worst that can happen? Someone can tell you no, and then what have you lost? Well, that basketball player told me no, but his teammate told me yes, so I gained an A. But I also realized that we are all human. And that was no more evident to me when I looked at the really cool guys in my classroom that day who completely lost it when that basketball player walked into the room. It was my reminder that sometimes it's the simple things that we do that make a difference. Because going to Frederick Douglass High School on the west side of Atlanta, for me anyway, Georgia Tech seemed like a place far, far, far away. A very magical place. But what it showed me is sometimes it's the simple acts of kindness, simply coming into our classroom, making Georgia Tech real to children on the west side of Atlanta that made a difference. And I'm still talking about it 30-something years later. Also, a lesson that I learned reminds me of a quote of Albert Einstein: "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Sometimes you just have to dream bigger than your circumstances. Whether or not it's dreaming that you will one day graduate from Georgia Tech or dreaming that you will one day change the world, sometimes it's just important to dream. And as the mayor of this city, I'm so very grateful that you all, in a very real way, give our children in the Atlanta Public Schools something to dream about, something to reach for, because what I now know as the mayor of this city, that the real MVPs in our community are the ones who go into our classrooms, as they do at Hollis Innovation Academy, and they let them know that a degree from Georgia Tech is a possibility, that it's possible that you can become an engineer, that you can live on the west side of Atlanta, and that you can be more than your circumstances. And then lastly, the lesson that I learned reminds me of a quote from Audre Lorde: "When I dare be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." At 16, I didn't have sense enough to be afraid. I didn't have sense enough to be afraid to come up to the campus of Georgia Tech and look for a basketball player. Hold on to that part of your youth that makes you unafraid. I remember that when I ran for mayor of Atlanta, and I asked myself, what would I do if I weren't afraid to fail? For me, it was thinking outside of my circumstances and what others thought my path should be. For me, it was to pursue what seemed to be impossible. Well, your journey to the impossible is today. It is tomorrow. It is forever. Thank you for being a part of the Atlanta community. We look forward to all that you have to offer, all that you will bring to our city and to the world. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Mayor Bottoms. And if you'll tell me who that player was after the ceremony, I'll call him and tell him the 60th mayor of Atlanta would like to meet with him. Right. Congratulations. Thank you.
One final thing, the other lesson, people will remember stupid things that you do. When I see him now, I drop my head in shame.
We now come to the time that all of you have been waiting for, the conferring of your degrees. The moment of walking across the stage represents the culmination of a great deal of work and an achievement for each of our graduates. I'd ask that after you receive your onstage recognition, you return to your seat and show your fellow students the same respect they've given you as you cross the stage. At this time, I'm pleased to welcome to the podium Dr. Raphael Bross, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will now introduce the academic deans by college and then present the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Good afternoon, everybody. Are we out there? Come on. Associate Dean John Tone will present the bachelor's candidates for the degrees in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the unique Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree who have completed the requirements for this degree.
From the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts, Bachelor of Science in Computational Media, interdisciplinary with the College of Computing, Anna Corinne Bergstrom, Patrick Michael Black, William Harrison Brewer, Kimberly A. Burke, Ambrose Hinwing Chung, Michelle Chu, Tiffany Wang Dang, Antonia Despina Deliani,
Justina Frimpong Amfofo,
Jonathan Stewart Hooper, Jackson Creed Morgan, V. Tuet Wen, Corey M. Salmon, Patrick R. Sewell, Megan Ann Schaefer, Colin Fields Sharp, Christine St. Jean, Taylor Ann Stillman, Kalani Leanne Strange, Muhammad Rizki Suoto, Sarah H. Veith, Jack L. Winsky, Bachelor of Science in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies, Jessica Ann Gerber, Bachelor of Science in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies, Zena A. Grant, Leela Jean-Marie Myrick, Carolyn Peach, Bachelor of Science in Public Policy, Mahdi Al-Husseini, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Robert Len Berg, Victoria Elizabeth Doris, Sophie Mitra Dumas, Vinula A. Hutton, Victoria Hope Inman, Margaret Kelly, Charles Ethan Lucas, Jacob Jeffrey Orvis, Janet Lindsay Ploussard, Sarah Carolyn Saltiel, Sana Hyderali Surani, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Economics, Bachelor of Science in History, Technology, and Society, Nicholas Yanni Jacobs, Alexander Ali Yildirim, Bachelor of Science in Literature, Media, and Communication, Carter Judson Chase, Megan K. Hansen, Caitlin Michelle Kitchens, Albert K. Lee, Henry Johnston Miles, Zaire Jeanette O'Neill, Caitlin Elizabeth Shea, Dwayne D. Stanford III, Danusha Subramani, Imani Tilford, Bachelor of Science in International Affairs and Modern Language, Anna Rose Benkesser, Alexandra Nicole Cook, Sarah Catherine Drummond, Angelique Olivia Janice Edwards, Jacqueline Howell, Rachel Cora Jinks, Madison Carmen Mervin, Bethany Christian Shaheen, Marie Dufour, Bachelor of Science in International Affairs, Zara Caroline Albright, Marzia Amarizeta, Daniela Beatriz Barrientos Traminio, Caden Brooks Cato, Monica Ann Jameson, Austin Gannon Kirk, Brandon Michael Liu, Evan Ivy Long, Megan G. Lowther, Madison Taylor Malarkey, Nikki Memarzada, Mark David Pope, Samuel Smith Sasser, Laura Ann Schilling, Zachary Lennon Shepard, Murray Dan Smith III, Zachariah Swint, Mariam Rostenpour, Bachelor of Science in Economics and International Affairs, Maria Fernanda Arcaraz Vasquez, Robert Louis Bland, Ann Schuyler Grohovsky, Josh Pranav Pradir, Gabriela Stabinecha, James Walker, Bachelor of Science in Economics, Justin Bose, Juan Joshua Garcia Jr., Brian Patrick Gentry, Anna Marie Marsh, Nathaniel James Parr, Alexander Nicholas Raining, Ilinka I. Sipos, Ilinka Zachary W. Starbuck, Toshi Watanabe,
Dean Miriam Alavi will present undergraduate candidates for degrees in the Ernest Scheller Jr. College of Business.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in Ernest Scheller College of Business, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration who have met all requirements for this degree.
From the Ernest Scheller Jr. College of Business, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Joy Armstrong, Ashley M. Askin, Lance Anthony Austin, Lawrence Alexander Austin, Chloe L. Battle, Sean Salman Bawani, Sarah Elise Beagle, Justin Michael Beard, Brooke E. Beatty, August Liam Beisel, Gabrielle Nicole Benda, Julia Rose Blaylock, Amir Buhafs, Bailey Michelle Bowers, Kirkland Arnett Boyle, Emily Bradfield Britt, Ellen Patricia Brown, Savannah Rose Kane, James David Cathcart, Jonathan Nicholas Chin, Namhee Cho, Samia Asan Chaudhary, Tiffany L. Chu, Tyler Clayton, Elizabeth A. Cleary, Michael Justin Kaufman, William Cassidy Courez Clare, Remsen Moore Covington, Amanda Grace Davis, Paul Benning Davis IV, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Arjun Deer, Amy Amina Duca, Margaret Lucille Wolfe Dickey, Scott Thomas Donaghy, Cameron Lee Drake, Emma Louisa Duke, Paul Alexander Dunlap, Elo Edema Edeferoka, Bridget Lee Eisel, Christiana Fideo Fabile, Christopher Jacob Ferry, Robert Nicholas Fazio, John Brady Foster, Leanne Margaret Francis, Bennett Prater Garland, Morgan Taylor Gilbert,
Young Woo Kim,
Charlotte Francois Goguian, Sophia Isabella Gonzalez, Ashley M. Grooms, Kevin Ha, Justin Hackney, Dominique Michelle Hall, Reed Coker Harm, Madeline Lee Haar, Daly M. Helton, Angelica Patrice Renee Henderson, Nicole Teresa Henson, Ender Alder Hidalgo, Matthew Davis Hill, Grace G. Hinckley, Savannah Rose Holcomb, Matthew Donahue Hollahan, Lucy Grace Horlock, Paige Mary Harrigan, Shannon Maria Innes, Todrick Drevon Jackson, Meredith J. Jacobs, Kaylee Alexandra Jennings, Jalen Keyshawn Johnson, Julia Lane Johnson, Jacob Michael Joyner, Sean Kaneali'i Kagawa, Apurva Kasam, Michael Phillips K, Mark Stephen Keaveney, Adam Bauer Keller, Gyunyoon Kim, Jalen Bobby Malik King, Megan Kelly Kitzmiller, Stephen K. Koenig, Wai Lam, Jenna Lee Lachlan, Daniel L. Layson, Kyung-Jun Lee, Courtney Nicole Lalekis, Sarah Scott Lewis, Terrell Ian Devine Lewis, Dongju Lim, Dae Ying Ling, Haley M. Logan, Kei Shin Loke, Carlos M. Lopez, Bridget Ling Lum, Morgan C. Lyons, Chen Liu, Payal Malhotra, Tyler Dane Mangrum, Carly Alexandra Marini, Stephen D. Marsh, Chase Ryan Martinson, Benjamin Lanier McDaniel, Elijah Joel Melendez, Tyler T. Merriweather, Lula Coletti Mogos, Meredith Marie Moore, Rachel Ann Morrison, Hassam Mostajabi, Gata Mukelan, Charles Taylor Mulling, Tandid Mohammed Nadir, Shamoon Najem, Courtney Ray Nazer, Catherine Ann Newsom, Connor P. Nees, Ksenia Novikova, Nina Ritchie Promise and Wosu, Henry Brandt O'Kelly, Shania J. Oak, Evelyn Page Owens, Akarsh Panitkar, Matt Sungjin Park, Priya D. Pramar, Ishan V. Patel, Jenna Patel, Andrew Zachary Petty, Antonio Peresin, Ariel Rabe Perez, Matthew Thomas Perez, Christopher Robert Hutt Peatfish, Houston J. Phillips, Gabrielle Maria Alyssa Picarella, Michael V. Pashota, Madison Lee Pittman, Anthony DeParks Porcelli Jr., Adam James Prather, Audrey Alexis Pruitt, Hannah Nicole Pryor, Courtney Aaron Queen, Katrina Camille Reeves, John Sanders Riley, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies, John Joseph Riordan, Britton Lee Robish, Sam Andrew Rubin, Wesley Howard Samples, Natalie Michelle Sanford, Catherine Ann Saris, Joshua Johnston Satterfield, Stephen C. Sharpley, George Oliver Shepard, Yoon Seob Sin, Tanya Dhanraj Sipani, Celia Marie Skalavag, Irie Edward Skinkle, Harrison Hall Sloan, Preston Jerome Smith, Sarah Elizabeth Smith, Scott Henderson Smith Jr., Indra Putra Sophian, Shin Young Song, Kyle Ezekiel Spate, Brady Keith Swilling, Arib Ulabadin Syed, Camille Diane Sylvester, Claire Elizabeth Tacey, Meryl D. Tench, Vidisha Sandip Thacker, Joseph C. Thompson, Noah Thomas Thorne, Hannah Elizabeth Tillman, Ronnie Mitesh Tilva, Adam Reed Treaster, Henry Charles Truelove, Joseph Robert Tucker, Pooja Varanyi, Stephanie Elizabeth Verdre, Joshua Mark Villarin, Leah Jordan Ward, Jessica Weatherford, Adrienne Adair Webb, Sydney Ray Webb, Quaid Braxton Weimerskirch, Gretchen H. West, Philip Gregory Wheeler, Jacqueline Matthews Weedy, Brooks Wild, Casey Joseph Wilson, Sydney Page Wilson, Makia M. Woods, William Wright, Catherine Ann Wurst, Cho Young Shu, James Yoon, Sung-In Yu, Sarah Mason Zimmerman,
Dean Paul Goldbard will present the undergraduate candidates for the degrees in the College of Sciences.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Sciences, please rise and remain standing. The members of the College of Sciences community are proud of you, our bold explorers who will continue to create new knowledge, to help drive forward the technology, computing, and medicine of tomorrow, and also simply to lift the human spirit to new heights, and who love simply celebrating science with the Georgia Tech community through events such as the Great American Eclipse of 2017. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree who have completed the requirements for this degree.
From the College of Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Catherine Elaine Harbin. Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Jessica J. Amaro. Vincent Micah Bray. Joseph E. Carrion. John Harrison Cowart. Yemkuna Munyanga Fortingo. Bianca Mackenzie Glass. Juan Esther Huang. Alexis A. Jacob. Brendan Patrick Kemple. Hayoung Michelle Kim. Youngchung Kim. Carrie L. Kinzer. Chae Yoon Lee. Duncan Brian Olson Mackey. Caitlin Elizabeth McCord. Yvonne Yang Nguyen. Julianne D. Oliver. Sui Zalan Par. Drumi Patel. Calvin M. Runnels. Ashna Sagar. Caroline Elise Settle. Courtney M. Shirley. Olivia Taylor. Moya Olivia Tomlin. Mary T. Tran. Anna Marie Teresa Whitaker. Justin Krish Williams. Jackie Howard Zhu. Bachelor of Science in Physics. Aaron T. Eisenman. Joshua Lamar Barnett. Clayton John Burris. Andy Chen. Joseph M. Colosimo. Travis Jansen Crawford. Thomas Dellart. Juliette Dong. Edward T. Eskew. Silas C. Fradley. John Anthony Gangemi. Austin B. Gilbert. Mary Elizabeth DeVoe Lee. Evan Charles Reed. Andrew Shumway. Curtis Allen Stevens. Robert Andrew Welser. Jacob Oliver Wilson. Bobby W. Wyatt. Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Yusra Anwar. Subin Bey. Andrew Zachary Barnett. Chloe Ann Baskowitz. Layla Christina Darian. Akash P. Doshi. Julia M. Fraser. Caroline E. Galeen. William F. Penniman. Samantha Bianca Riemann. Raymond Alexander Smith. Michael David Zott.
If I might take a second, this is the last graduation ceremony, at least in the near future, that Dean Paul Goldbart will be with us. He's taking a new administrative position at the University of Texas, Austin. So let's give him our very best wishes. Dean Stephen McLaughlin will present undergraduate candidates for degrees in the College of Engineering.
Any engineers out there? Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the largest, most diverse, and best College of Engineering in America, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree who've completed the requirements for this degree.
From the College of Engineering, Foyao Alessu, Joshua Adam Baldwin, Sarthak Batra, Jocelyn E. Beckert, Rachel M. Bedor, Priyansh Bhatnagar, Ari David Bleemer, Sahithi Bonalla, Jonathan Farrell Bratz II, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Physics, Dustin Joseph Campbell, Alizain Didarli Charanya, Yihao Chen, Paras Chetawal, Daniel Cho, Brian Saul Crumpton, Mesmer Darji, Elisha Early, Michael E. Egner, Obina Tij Ane, Jeremy Paul Michael Feltraco, Callista M. Frederick Jaskowitz, Julio Cesar Garcia Jr., Don Jacob Green, Bo Guo, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Augustine Jinda Ho, Richard Curtis Huckabee, Jordan R. Hughes, Kevin Jerome Jones Jr., Christian Kababe Poleo, Tapas Pankaj Kapadia, Joshua E. Kasab, Jae Do Kim, Cody Allen Kirkland, Eric Scott Clowater, Hemant Sai Korala, Jillian Rose Kovalson, Case McCabe Kramer, Benjamin Victor Lazar, Chang Min Lee, Edward Young Lee, Yunjia Lee, Jason Lukos, Oshiokeame Ravinandan Maiki, Sagar Mandal, Franklin Thomas Maxwell, Arman Karan Mehta, Alex Randall Moore Jr., Hiba Murali, Priyansh Nagru, Neha Nair, Ganapathy Hari Narayan, Marcus Stephen Nixa, Dylan Joseph Knotts, Colin Weithman Olson, Olatide Michael Omanjaro, Jonathan Osewusu, Keren Pan, Ryan James Peck, Evan J. Peterson, Kartik Prabhu, Craig Thomas Raslowski, John Wilton Riggins, Elizabeth Ann Robello,
Donghoon Shin,
Alex Thomas Simino, Nahum Samuel Solomon, Nicholas Keith Stoltzfus, Kenji Douglas Tanaka, Michael Paul Tatum Jr., Drayvon Jamal Taylor, Aaron Alexander Thurston, Kirtan Tito, Christopher Harrison Tremer, Srimamurthy Srikanth Triparamalu, Pranshu Gorang Trivedi, Hunter Wayne Wardlaw, Kevin Lyle Webb, Brandon Zachary Wiener, Kieran Yee, Percy Yearn, Samuel Stewart Yoon, Ro Zhang, Bachelor of Science in Nuclear and Radiological Engineering, Stephen Mano Alonso, Lois Annette Arison, Robert Kelly Brown, Charlotte Delosier Bunch, Luis Alberto Cortez Ariola, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, Calvin Kurtenbach Ebert, Joseph A. Farlio, Jonathan T. Gates, Madison Bailey Grosbeck, Kyle Thomas Harper, Colin James Harrington, Stephen J. Hendry, Sean P. Kelly, Jr., Michaela Courtney Kutlowski, Darrell LaDwayne Lewis, Jr., Casey Aaron Lowry, Raphael Rose Murphy, Hemen A. Nurani, James Ryan Purvis, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in International Affairs, Christina Elizabeth Reed, Alex Michael Shaw, Aaron Ziwan Shea, Jacob Allen Thompson, Seth D. Wilson, Bachelor of Science in Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering, Avery Allen Eagles, Ryan Daniel Alt, Guillermo Enrique Bacardi, Kevin E. Baker, Tanvi Bansal, Ryan Kyle Baptiste, Maya Elizabeth Barroso, Samantha Grace Bartlett, Keenan Andrew Bates, Dhruva Malin Bavadekar, Lauren Simone Bell, Michael Andrew Blavis, Michelo Don Bonus, Trevor Thomas Bragg,
Landon Broughton,
Brandon Denard Brown, Mary Colette Bruner, Madison Willa Bunker, Alex Landon Butler, Courtney Amanda Callahan, Emily Jordan Carr, Alex Mario Carusi, Kimberly Jingying Chan, Eddie J. Chang, Alex Kai Chen, Haley M. Chenot, Suin Cho, Haley Suin William Alexander Cook, Rachel Aaron Cooper, Robert E. Cowles III, Sarah Ann Currier, Alejandro Jose da Silva Sanchez, Meredith Page Davis, Eric Gunther de Mercurio, Mark Vincent de Simon, Alexander David Detlefson, Victoria Damashenko, Nicholas Hudson Doss, Kyle Harrison Doty, James Michael Dow, Jacob G. Dvortson, Chase August Eckert, Thomas Jefferson Evinger, Jonathan David Fears, Adam H. Finley, Matthew N. Forrest, Adam W. Foltz, Dinesh Gannison, Jonathan Andrew Garcia, Taylor Anthony Girardi, Adam Quinn Gonterman, Zachary Delano Guns, Henry Guo, Anna Elizabeth Gwaltney, Joseph Hamilton Haynes, Babatunde Alawademilola Hambulo, Mohammed Hasib, Samuel S. Hayes, Kelly Alexandra Ham, Zachary C. Hinkle, Zach J. Hoffman, Alexandra Helen Holderried, Jeffrey Michael Hutchison, Andrew Kwa Huen, Jarrell Cedric Jallarina, Ali Mohammed Jawad, Matthew Christopher Jenkins, Sachin Shekhar Kanakar, Nikhil Kapadia, Abhishek Sudarshan Kasturi, Thomas Tyler Catman, Benjamin Ross Katz, Daniel Patrick Keene, Taylor Marie Kiesler, Christine Lily Kiang, Jae Kyun Kim, Perry I. Kim, Steve Seung-shik Kim, Yunbum Kim, Henry W. King, Tushar Ladha, Kelly Regina Larson, Wilson Daniel Lauerman, Shelby Nicole Laws, Jacob Namgyu Lee, Ji-Hoon Lee, Natalie G. Lefton, Sydney Nicole Lehoten, Matthew Paul Isidro Leipner, Alexander Arjun Lobo, Lauren Marie Lopez, Ryan Stephen Lauschen, Zia L. Lu, Rei-Ying Ma, William Charles Mockamer III, Vikramaditya Maheshwari, Shreyas Tejasvi Margan, Isha Ganesh Markani, Azhar Al-Nur Mossani, Omar S. Masri, Riley Coit Mastenbrook, Nicholas Joseph Matarazzo, Stephen Ronnie Matthew, Sky Ann Malden, Leslie Ann Richmond McConnell, Rebecca Faye McCord, Brent Terrell McDaniel Jr., Ryan Michael McDaniel, Bryn Riley McFarland, Tanisha Jody Ann McGarvey, Sean Martin Mim, Kyle Michael Miller, Ryan Cree Miller, Shreya Mishra, Neha Mitapali, Hashem Mikdad Mohaldin, Amy C. Moyes, Peyton James Morris, Cullen Patrick Moss, Aaron James Murdoch, Kaylee Mashid Nahashpour, Gokti Mai Wen, Tui Gao Nguyen, Jae Young No, Derek C. Nursey, Andrew C. Owens, Jigar K. Parikh, Sergio Alexander Para, Roshin Parvaresh, AJ D. Patel, Bahman Rohantin Patel, Deepam M. Patel, Abigail Alexandra Pellich, Angelique Pelzer, Tu Quang Pham, Donovan Harrison Piper, Parker Casey Patisi, Christopher Ryan Price, Ashna Manaj Punwani, Anushya Raghuram, Madhurtha Sen Ramakrishnan, Roshni Ramaswamy, Samuel Austin Reller, Amanda Grace Reynolds, Megan Lee Salas, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies, Mandy K. Salmon, Jake Adam Sanger, Kyu-In Shim, Nathan A. Sidhu, Brianna Paige Stacy, Joseph Paul Stamm, Michael Joseph Sterling, Shiv Ashok Taylor, Tyler Grant Talbot, Ethan Afwork Talila, Aditya Thakur, Philip Thomas II, Calvin Lee Terrell, Lan Huang Wen Tran, Feng M. Tu, Andrew D. Vidovich, Chinami Ann Wade, Hannah Garcia Warlick, Tyler Matthew Warren, Julius Griffith Wyman III, Michaela Joy Williams, Luke Aubin Willis, Jaeyun Yi, Eloise Flora Yount, Yi Zhang, Han Zong, Colin James Zweber, Matthew Edwards Walensky, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Ricky Manuel Acosta, Daniel Michael Albuquerque, Latifa A. Amagrabi, Emily Mae Baker, Samuel J. Berenson, Brian Arvid Berg, Jason Michael Bick, Stephen Jesse Brotman, Patrick Joseph Burke, Caitlin Melissa Kagia, Jacob Michael Callahan, Jason Thomas Calvert, Catherine Blake Cameron, Jay Yu Chahan, Jaewon Cho, Fayaz Ahmad Chaudhary, Rachel Marie Clark, Zachary Christopher Crawford, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Thomas Crown, Harley Decca, Shannon Dai, Varun Kumar Duggal, Clayton Emerson Ekman, Ahmed Ihab Abunasar El Sabah, Aicha Armish, Eric Nolan Estevez, Kevin Peter Ferry, Edon Fischel, Anthony J. Janudis, Michelle Helen George, Peter Charles Giavoto, Kevin Fisher Gross, J. David Gigu, Matthew R. Hanna, Gain Chavo Holmes,
Philip A. Hopper,
Brett Davis Horton, Guo Huang, Mwoma Cherechi Iramwanya, Joseph Robert Kelly, Narayan Koryala, Vikram Hari Krishnamurthy, Robert Lamb, Zachary Taylor Lassiter, Jungmin Lee, Terrell Jabari Leggett, Heng Hao Lee, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Jiaqing Li, Yuwen Lin, Yu Hao Lin, Chang Liu, Jesse Malachi Locklear, Edgardo Jose Marchand, Nicholas Charles McGilvray, Adam R. Miles, Jordan Kelly Miller, Aria Moradinia, Courtney Alisa Morrison, Anari D. Mooney, Abhinav Reddy Navaluri, Obina Okorafor and Dubuisi, Benjamin Dat Wen, Grayson Matthew Noah, Ainamini Teresa Obok, Odaro Jones Oseive, Milo Pan, Matthew Brandon Park, Cody Leo Pfister, Stephen Scott Piper Jr., Andrew R. Renuart, Marco Armand Ricci, Orlando G. Rodriguez, Julian P. Rosker, Angel Daniel Sanchez, Catherine Sands, Aaron Tyler Scruggs, Darshan Shah, Jipeng Shao, Omar Zaki Sharif, Brandon Shu, Niera Nicole Simpson, Jake Kavanaugh Smith. Seunjin Sun. Blake Samuel Strickland. Carlos Javier Tallard. Benjamin Tran. Christopher Cajo Tran. Christian Stephanus Vanderlinde. Lan Ching Wang. Kevin Thomas Whitmore. Stephen Hayden Williams. Matthew James George Wolford. Patrick Chow Wu. Jun Shang. Aaron Yilderer. Faraz Muhammad Youssef. Michael Andy Yu. Alex Serge Zadanov. Chihua Zhang. Jeffrey Q. Zhao. Lingfang Zhou. Xingwan Zhu. Yunhan Zhao. Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering. Paul Martin Abkowitz. Emery Egi Adrolu. Lloyd P. Adler Lombardi. Jahin Tajwar Ahmed. Jin Hyuk An. Eric R. Alana. David Anthony Alexander II. Bilal Abdul Ali. Saif Saeed Ali. Omar Adel Youssef Alam. Aisha Asif. Emma Erski Badri. Ashley Elizabeth Barenberg. John Tyler Piseno Barnwell. Haley Perkins Beebe. Jordan Bergenfeld. Kyle Howard Bernard. Raina Nicole Barenhout. Rachel Grace Beiersdorfer. Zachary W. Billett. Alexander Allen Bills. Teresa Chung Wai Blandino. Elliot Matthew Bloka. John Zachary Bailing. Johnny Plutarch Bolash. Nicholas John Emmett Borain. Miles Isaiah Bowen. Shira Tamar Braderman. Matthew Glenn Brassell. Trevor Mark Brassell. Radford Emerson Brocius. Patrick Francis Brown. John Michael Buffum. Hugh E. Bui. Evan Michael Burden. Jonah Blaze Burden. Zachary Edward Butner. Joseph A. Calicchio. Trent Gardner Calcott. William Conrad Campilia. David Kyle Carlock. Aaron Cole Carpenter. Connor John Chadwick. Jeffrey Lee Chang. Akil H. Chavan. Min Sik Choi. Cameron Blake Cintron. Stephen Cook. Sienna Knight Creech. Sarah Marie Crozier. Jake Merritt Couples. Albert Kevin Dye. Manuel Ricardo de Juan Viscasi, Brian Douglas Decker, Matthew Asher DeRico, Shujet Day, Dane Digby, Drew W. Ditzler, Daniel Adam Dufresne, Chase Alexander Dyer, Noah Taylor Eggleston, Youssef Ali Imam, Vivian Tan Chuan Ang, Marcos Anthony Enriquez, Madison Corbin Evans, Jesse Alexander Fernandez, Carlos Arturo Fernandez Otero, Amber Nicole Fleeman, Zachary Alexander Flegel, Sandra Elizabeth Ford, Jordan Barry Franklin, Flory Fung, Christopher Evan Ganter, George Alexis Garcia, Janet Martin Garner, Samir Kant Gear, Austin E. Glass, David Manuel Gomez, Matthew James Gordon, Alex Vaughn Grady, Jennifer Lee Grigsby, Chase Thompson Gutknecht, Stephen Burgess Hall, Irene Victoria Hamill, Andrew Charles Hanna, Rachel Christine Harbor, Jordan Danielle Harrison, Austin Hefner, Matthew Russell Henning, Nathan Dwayne Hensley, Connor Stephen Hayburn, Isabella Mary Hoskins, Sway Wine Tet, Bennett Price Humphreys, Jason S. Hunyar, Frank Ingram, Javon Anthony Inararity, Jacob S. Jacob, Ryan Jacobs, Shikai Jin, Nicholas Aaron Johnson, Oladipupo No Johnson, Stephen Anthony Johnston, Matthew Edward Jones, Sujin Jung, Zachary Anthony Kalemba, Shane Patrick Carney, Spencer Dale Kemp, Harsh Rajiv Ketan, Sammy Kalaj, Abdur Rahim Ali Khan, Connor William Killam, Hyuk Kyung Kim, Jin So Kim, Taejun Kim, Kara Marie Klein, Zoe Amanda Claysmith, Kyung Chang Kwak, Gagyong Kwang, Annabelle Nicole LaForce, Wasim Assam Lakani, Joseph Connor Lakofka, Logan Jacob Lambert, Robert Fendel Lachlan, Kai Kwang Lei, Andy M. Lee, Derek Junshang Lee, Jin Young Lee, Kyung Bin Lee, Seung-jae Lee, Sujin Emma Lee, Sandrine Lefebvre, Stephen Charles Leonard, Meredith Paige Lloyd, Lance C. Liu, Richard Yoon-jae Liu, Gabriel Andwalum Luby, Samuel Bain Lutz, Stephen Ma, Alex Sylvia Macklin, Matthew Tyler Mandel, Pranav Rohit Manan, Nicholas John Maniscalco, Chase Alexander Mansell, Daniela Marzolini, Athena Taplacido Mature, Maxwell Jacob McCammon, Andrew David McCulloch, Tyler J. McDaniel, Matthew Ryan McGee, Jeffrey A. McKendry, Marissa Ann McLaren, William David McMahon, Jeffrey Scott McMichael, Roberto Manuel Leonardo Medrano, Andres Miguel Menendez, Jared Paul Metzger, Matthew Metzger, Thomas F. Mazzaros, Claire Elizabeth Miller, Claiborne Benjamin Milner, Robert Howes Montgomery II, Matthew Russell Ward Moore, Seth Michael Moore, Aman Moore, Savannah Ashley Morgan, Ryan Patrick Morrissey, Lucas Mara Mueller, Matthew Gregory Murray, Natalie Chloe Murray, Ukaje Ifanichuku P. Musa, Samir Naeem, Andrew R. Nagler, Nikhil Sriharshan Nambiar, Joshua Douglas Neely, James Stewart Nelson, Daniel Ryan Newmeyer, Francine Ursula Jika Illy, Mackenzie Ann Norfolk, Richard Osatadinma Nawari, John Patrick O'Keefe, Jr., Marie Andrea Ojeda, Opayemi Olamide Olaleye, Benjamin Zhu N. Ong, Ricardo A. Ospino, Connor Lee Owen, Diego Armando Oyon, Wade Tyler Palmer, Vladislav Pankaj, Philip Henry Paris, Jaehyung Park, Jimin Park, Nikita Pavlovich Pecker, Austin Taylor Pelfrey, Kyle Ward Penninger, Margaret K. Filio, Marissa Ann Power, Richard Samuel Purdy, Adrian Desi Radulski, Nicholas Charles Rain, Kiran Bolampali Rao, Omar Raslan, Charles Wesley Reifenberger. Yunyi Ren. Devshan Ranganathan. M. Ali Rifai. Jin Young Ro. Clinton Blake Roberts. Sam Rudechi. Aaron M. Royer III. Sangwoo Ryu. Prachi Pratyusha Sahu. Samarth Saran. Noah Christian Scheich. Joseph Austin Schutz. Timothy Ryan Seeger. Laura Carolina Segura. Sarah R. Salim. Peter Henning Shoemaker. Richard Jacob Sick.
Arjun Singh.
Carter Edward Smith. Bradley Morris Smith. Michael Douglas Spons. Rachel Mary Steppe. Timothy Wayne Stern. Andrew John Stolarena. Kelly M. Stores. Nathaniel Solomon Stowe. Toussaint Kamga Tawa. Hannah Josephine Tam. Andrew Z. Tan. Amelia Tangek Fern. George Walton Taylor III. Sean Alexander Taylor. Jacob David Tiemann. Maxwell Franklin Toothman. Mitchell Llewellyn Torbert. David Sui Chang. Juan Carlos Turcios. Spencer Wood Tyson. Arman Almashir Velji. Soumya Walia. Letitia Catchman Watat. Sydney Weiss. Ethan Sangwan Ko Westcoat. Kai Joseph Westmas. Tyrus Benale Wheeler Jr. Ashley S. Wilford. Matthew R. Williams. Rachel Elizabeth Wise. Quinn Patrick Witskin. Shun Fai Wong. Charles Shao. Shuran Shu. Junho Yu. Angie Joy Zhang. Joy L. Zhang. Connie Zhao. Yiyang Zhou.
Go down in history as the last man standing. Will all the graduates please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Georgia Institute of Technology and by the authority of the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I hereby confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations to our newest graduates. I'm not sure who's more excited, Buzz or that last guy across the stage. Graduates, to symbolize your achievement, you may now move the tassels on your mortarboard from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated. Almost there. Hang with me. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Major McFerrin McDonald, Army ROTC, to recognize those graduates who are commissioned to serve in the U.S. Armed Forces. Major.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have the privilege of honoring a special group of students in the graduating class of 2018. Will the graduates of the Army, Marine Corps, Air Force, and Navy please stand so you can be recognized. Mr. President, in addition to their academic degrees, these students have completed a rigorous program focusing on physical conditioning, academics, and leadership to become officers in the United States Armed Forces. For their outstanding accomplishments and patriotism, please show your appreciation and congratulate these graduates.
If I could have your attention for just a couple more minutes, please. Our Georgia Tech alumni are an extraordinary group of high achievers. To welcome these, the newest members of the graduating class into the Fellowship of Tech, I'm pleased to introduce Mr. David Bottoms, class of 2001 and chair of the Georgia Tech Alumni Association. David.
Thank you, President Peterson, and congratulations, graduates. It is my pleasure to, on behalf of the Georgia Tech Alumni Association, welcome you for the very first time as alumni of the Georgia Institute of Technology. I, like many of you, had the opportunity as a student to experience some of the benefits of the Alumni Association. For me, it was participation in student ambassadors and the Georgia Tech Student Foundation that exposed me to the power and value of the alumni network. For you, perhaps it has been participation in the Student Alumni Association or in Mentor Jackets, the nation's largest student alumni mentoring program. If you're already engaged with the Alumni Association via Student Alumni Association, that's great. Continue your involvement in some of our young alumni programs. If you were a mentee, now take the opportunity to serve as a mentor to a student a few years behind you. If this is your first exposure to the Alumni Association, take it from me. There's no better time to get engaged than shortly after graduation. With a worldwide array of networks and affinity groups complemented by programs and services geared to the specific needs of new alumni, relevant opportunities to leverage the resources of the Alumni Association abound. You are now among more than 160,000 living alumni of Georgia Tech who, not surprisingly, are some of the most impressive, accomplished, intelligent, and capable people on earth. Your Georgia Tech Alumni Association stands ready to facilitate your ongoing connection to Georgia Tech and its incredible alumni. Undoubtedly, one of the most important ways that you can stay connected with Georgia Tech is through participating in Roll Call, Georgia Tech's annual fund for excellence. But before you get nervous, I want to share some really good news. In recognition of the fact that we know it can be difficult shortly after graduation to give back financially, your fellow alumni who have come before you have all given $25 in each of your names so that you're covered this year. Now, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say that next year, we hope that you will make support of Roll Call part of your annual tradition. Whether your gifts are big or small, please know that your support, along with the gifts of tens of thousands of other proud alums, provides Georgia Tech with the resources that it needs to be relentless in its continued pursuit of excellence, and as a result, will ensure that our alma mater's future is always brighter than its past. Again, congratulations and welcome to the Georgia Tech Alumni Association.
Thank you, David. At this time, the Georgia Tech Glee Club will lead us in the alma mater, followed immediately by the faculty recessional. The graduates in the audience are requested to remain standing as the platform party recesses. Then, I invite you all to join in the singing of the best-known fight song in the country, Rambling Wreck. For our newest graduates, we have a special treat. As you exit the McCamish Pavilion, the whistle will blow several times in your honor. Thank you for your attendance this afternoon. Good luck, Godspeed, and be safe.
O sons of Tech, arise, behold the banner as it reigns supreme. For from on high the white and gold waves in its triumphant gleam. The spirit of the cheering throng resounds with joy revealing a brotherhood in praise and song in memory of the days gone by. O Scion of the Southland, in our hearts you shall forever fly. Ramblin' wreck, ramblin' wreck, ramblin' wreck, ramblin', 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 ramblin'. I'm a ramblin' wreck from Georgia Tech, and a hell of a wreck from Georgia Tech, a hell of a Georgia Tech. Like all the jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey here. I'm a ramblin' wreck from Georgia Tech, and a hell of an engineer. Well, if I had a daughter, so I'd just invite and go and put her on the campus to cheer the brave and bold. Well, if I had a son, sir, I'd tell you what he'd do. He would yell,